I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
You have to make it. Chill. What up, DMV? We getting money, whole time, fucking bitches, whole time, rapping DC, whole time. We getting money, whole time, fucking bitches, whole time, rapping DC, whole time. Whole time, doing this, whole time, doing this, whole time. Man, you're back, doing this, whole time.
Oh.
Like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
Welcome back to a pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. Still known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm No Brace New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every week we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto with my people.
Bars.
Who else you got in here with me this week?
We got Gifted with Jack. We snatching summer bodies all day long.
I'm doing that too.
The men can snatch their bodies too. Shoot.
I meant that in the other way, but okay, cool.
Straight to the point, J. Lou. We here.
J. Lou, what it do?
Hey, man, we here, man.
All right, we here. So we got shout out our sponsors. Shout out Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. Hit her up at mosmarvelouscleaning.com to get 10% off any future cleaning. MySexRoom.net. Hit them up. Use code KICKBACKERS to get 10% off of everything else. Now, all right. And if you're in the state of Georgia, well, if anywhere in the United States, holler at me and J. Lou for your life insurance needs. You dig?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, well, I guess we should start with high low.
Yes.
Find my little drop.
Now, high low. Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
I think you should go first.
Okay. All right. Let's see. My high of the week. I saw a little bit of the fruits of my labor this week. You know, you got to take it easy. Don't, you want to stack and get everything right, get the business off the ground and do everything you're supposed to do, all the hard work, stay low, keep firing. But I treated myself a little bit this week, so I felt good. Felt good to just treat yourself a little bit.
Treat yourself as self-care. That's a good thing.
Exactly. Do I have a low of the week? My energy had been a little off. I call them the demons, the devil, evil, manipulation, and new self-esteem. Little demons been in the back of my mind. So I've been having a get out of here. But other than that, it's been a pretty good week.
Good. I don't want to say my high is I'm just excited. We're moving to a new gym, so I'm excited about that. That is my high. So I'm excited. We start tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. I don't have a low, y'all. I just
where's the gym?
I do have a low.
Okay.
We are full, y'all. All this traffic this past weekend. Oh God. I went to the sauna downtown, Midtown, stuck in a carnival, first of all. So I just had to we all get out the car and just started watching the carnival.
It might as well.
I definitely ain't playing that thing right.
Oh my God. I got all about it.
Where the new gym at, Jack?
It's gonna be off of Headland and Delow. Shout out to Outkast. But it's called DPAC ATL.
Okay.
So,
We'll definitely come through and to watch some of the classes. I didn't say participate. I said we can come through and watch.
No, you have to participate. I don't do no watching. No.
Oh, well, I'm in the gym. I done redid my membership. I've been working out, so I am back in the gym. Man, give it up for myself.
Love to hear that.
How low? You know, my low is very similar to yours. New, kind of getting out your head. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be pessimistic for no reason. Trying to think about stuff that you should have did, shouldn't have did, stuff like that. So just kind of getting out of your head with that one.
Yeah.
The high, like I had a good weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told my daughter, she went through her bridge ceremony. She started kindergarten. Like, we had an action pack. I took her to get toys one day. We went to my brother's house, and so she could play with them and cooked out and all that stuff one day. We went to Six Flags Water Park one day.
I saw y'all.
Yeah, to go see Mermaid the other day. So we went hard for the whole little thing. Yeah.
So you got to do the official Little Mermaid review for us because I ain't seen it.
It's too early. It's the same movie.
It's the same movie. Well, I didn't see the first one. I've never seen Little Mermaid.
I'm about to take my daughter, so I need to know.
It's good. It's good. It's worth seeing.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, Halle can actually sing, so that's always a good thing.
Save it for Netflix and chill.
Okay.
Tell us during Netflix and chill. And I guess it's time for our viral story of the week.
Week.
My left stroke just went viral.
DJ Envy has found himself in the middle of quite a few things. I don't think any of them is where he wants to be. None of them were Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? So finding some of the middle things, I'm gonna prefer to be Ashanti. But I guess let's start with he was in a little car show battle with Rick Ross, and going back and forth. And it felt like a couple lines were getting across. Rick Ross was talking about his wife, and he going pickleball paddler and all that stuff. But in the middle of all of that, he started talking about how Rick Ross wasn't there for his boy Gunplay, who had to put up a GoFundMe. Now, I didn't know anything about this until everything came out, and now I'm going, wow. And so Charlamagne got Gunplay on the phone with Envy to discuss it. And he was saying that was about my daughter. You know, my daughter had a heart defect. My girl was fearing for my daughter's life, so she made the GoFundMe. She panicked and asked for the money and put it out there. And now you bringing me into it. And he's basically like, I can really feel away. And this could really get physical behind me feeling away. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you know, I didn't put your personal business out there. I didn't say what it was about. I just said that if he your man, he should have your back. And I think sometimes we do that. We're trying to take a shot at one person, and then those strays start popping. And that's when you got to be careful, because you never know when those strays going to go. So you want to aim, then shoot, not shoot, then aim. So I think that's a demur for Envy, but he apologized like a man, so I respect it. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, all of that stuff just stops now. Rick Ross went too far, Envy went too far, got Gunplay involved into it. So now everybody just chill out. That's my thoughts on that initial situation. What are y'all thoughts?
I think they need to let it dead it. Just dead it. The man apologized, dead it. Like, it's over with.
Yeah, they blew it. They clearly blew it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying, with a car show, it's ridiculous how a car show can escalate to that.
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying. So it's just, obviously that was immature. You get to bringing people, wives and children into it, and then the GoFundMe, you know what I'm saying, thing. Obviously when you don't know the backdrop of it, even though it wasn't direct, it was kind of a sucker move. And then the Gunplay recording the conversation is a little very sucker move. So it's what, all of them were 40 plus?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Look, how old are we? How old are we?
It's like everybody's over 40, and you know what I'm saying, doing stuff for social media. We
didn't even grow up on social media.
Exactly. So respecting that Gunplay and Envy was able to get on the phone, but then when it leaks, it's like it takes everything back. Like, all right, now y'all back to social media. Just grow up, handle it like men. Act your age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I bet Gunplay got a check for that. I think Vic Ross was like, yeah, leak the conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I suspect. Yeah. I don't have no proof, but that little silly stuff, I believe it.
But again, shout out to Rick Ross. You're getting a lot of promotion, bro.
Oh. Yeah, him and Envy. They both their car shows is coming up this weekend, right?
If he's already happened, I think Rick Ross should be coming up.
Yeah, Rick Ross is June 3rd this
Yeah.
weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's all promotion is good promotion,
Yeah.
I guess. Speaking of promotion, Envy is still in the headlines. This time with his business partner, Flipping NJ, better known as Caesar. Allegedly been doing some shady business practices. They're saying that people have been giving him 6-figure checks. You give him 100,000, he flips it to 120. You give him 110,000, he give you back 140. And then on that third time is when he seems to lose your number. That's when he start bouncing. So he gets a little bit, send it back to you. Gets a little bit, send back extra. Gets a little bit, goes ghost. Now he's on the internet saying, "Hey, call me. If I feel like I did you wrong, call me." But everybody's saying he's not answering the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get on the radio and talk about call me if you ain't called me back.
Now, is this the same dude that I saw on social media that Envy and him was going back and forth? Is that the same dude? The dark skin?
That's Tony the Closer.
Oh,
me and Jay Lou been watching him and his antics for a couple of years. He pulls some stuff with Gilly and them, Max Maxwell, a handful of other people. So the other guy he was going back and forth with, he always in some stuff. He always got some stuff going.
Mm-hmm.
Always. So even Rob Morrison, is that his name? Morrison cat?
Nah, I don't know.
In Georgia, the Tony the Closer was going at.
Oh, damn, what's his name?
Is it Rob Morrison? He always like, "What's up, King? Peace, King."
I know he was going at.
It's another brother in Atlanta that does real estate. He was putting together like these big real estate movements, financial. Everybody put in a big pot.
In his defense, he hasn't been proven wrong yet.
Who, Tony?
Yeah, he been messy. I agree, it been messy and kind of look, they handle it a different way. But ain't nobody deliberately say he was wrong. Like he was calling old boy out, and it came out, and this one came out. So he ain't been proven wrong. It's just like nobody likes the way he goes about it.
Yeah.
And that's part of it, though. People don't, he don't understand like that. That's a part of it. Like how you communicate. When you with me and against me, like all of that matters. But he hasn't been proven, quote unquote wrong.
You need to say it's Jeff Morrison, or whatever his name is.
Jay Morrison.
Jay Morrison.
That's what it is.
Great minds. We'll put it together some kind.
Yeah, we worked it out.
So hopefully they can work it out because Flipping NJ Caesar apparently owes 8 figures of money to people all over the United States who've been investing. Envy took him on a Breakfast Club, gave him his platform, been doing all these seminars with him. So do you guys think Envy is culpable in this? He gave the guy the platform. If the guy's really been robbing all these people, taking their hard-earned money, does Envy share any culpability in that?
It depends on how deep he's in it. We don't know how deep he's in it with this guy. Right. I mean, if he just provided the platform and the guy, let's just like you raise your child and they go out and do something. People go, blame the parent. No, I raised them right. They an adult now. Like they have to make their own decisions now. So if he did that on his own, he needs to be held accountable for it. But if Envy has anything to do with it, we don't know, or how deep or how much he's got into it, or if he's been seen at some of these seminars or being seen doing some of this stuff that the guy has been doing, then understandable. But I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think you like if you give somebody, because it's tough. Like if you give somebody a platform, are you at fault for this? Because if we do that, like you gotta add a lot of people in there.
Right. They were partners too in whatever capacity.
Yeah, but nobody is saying that Envy owe him money. So
they're trying to, since they can't get at him, they're now trying to blame it on Envy.
Yeah, because he's allowed. Yeah, and that's what happened in the Earn Your Leisure folks. They spoke about it as well, about different people they've had on their platform and how like, look, if we got 100, we've got 500 shows and 4 people end up doing something unsavory 2 years after they had us on our show, don't put that on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I understand that perspective. Obviously, how you react, how you respond to it once you find out somebody's doing somebody different, that's what makes you culpable. So if you know he's doing something questionable now and you continue to give him a voice, then I think that's when you buy it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you buy the issues that you have. You know what I'm saying? So, it's tough to say I would put blame on him, but obviously, it lends to self that like who you accompany yourself with. You kind of breathe some of that, that responsibility, that negative energy. So you got to work to make sure that it's okay on the backside. But then everybody got to understand, like sometimes if it's too good to be true, damn it, it is. Like you giving somebody and they gonna flip it right away. Like, look, ask, what do you get out of this? Like some people just want, what I'm saying? Like we live in a society where like work is not valued. So people just want a quick flip and a quick return. So you fall for things that you probably shouldn't, or you listen to people that you probably shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, know what you're investing into, period. No matter what it, I don't care what it is. Like, know what you're, because clearly, like, if I'm investing in you, like, so if New come to me like, hey, I got a play on something podcast related, I can blindly trust him because I know him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody else on social media is saying something, I can't blindly trust him. I don't have a personal relationship with them. So I think, unfortunately, we live in a quick, like a quick money, scheme, reality, and people just got to understand it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
Yeah. And I want to say this one thing really quickly. I'm glad you brought that up. If J. Lou or Jackie do anything, I had nothing to do with it.
Look, we blame it on you.
Give them all the smoke.
Boy, look, go to hit YouTube.
So, hey,
I'm innocent.
And we're gonna get a recorded voice conversation too between all three of us.
New gonna be the one to get everybody in trouble. Like, man, I was just doing that shit for New, man. I was just on that. Like, man,
Here we go. Here we go.
Everybody knows it.
And moving right along. It's the mayor. Stay high. What the fuck? You know what it is. What the fuck? And this is a real what the fuck story. In North Korea, the U.S., they put out their, I guess, I don't want to call it the religion report, but I do think that might be the name. Hey, we on TV on the religion report, and they said they were looking at different countries and different practices they have for and against religion or what have you. And they discovered in North Korea that a family was sentenced to life in a prison camp for owning a Bible. The worst part about this story is that family had a 2-year-old baby. And that 2-year-old baby is going to spend the rest of his natural life in a prison camp. And they say those circumstances are horrific. It's physical abuse. It's, what do you call it? The rations, the essentials are rare, sparse. You don't have a lot. And in other cases, they're killed. Now, they have churches in North Korea, but they say that's just for decoration. Like when the people come to visit the country, they go in there, but the actual citizens, if they're caught in there lingering around too much, they can be arrested, they can be killed. A mother and son was sentenced to the fireman squad for openly worshiping Jesus. And there were other people who were given the pigeon death, which I guess you're stretched apart, hanging from your limbs until you die. And so that pain is so terrible that they just rather die than go through it. And I didn't know this kind of stuff was still going on. It's so wild that I consider peaceful religions, like, all religions, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, but in North Korea, they're Buddhists. That's one of the most peaceful religions. You are your own God. And if there's always a sect, you have the crazy Muslims, you have the crazy Buddhists, you got, the white people that's Christian, it's always a crazy group of every religion.
Right.
But damn, that's heartbreaking, man, for real.
Heartbreaking. And coming from a military family, my dad and my brother were both stationed over there. And it's been going on for a long time. That religion, that they're not about Christianity at all. No Bibles, no nothing. Also, for a long time, they don't really worship women. So a lot of families that had, or women, mothers that had girls, they will leave them on the streets. So you'll see a lot of the female babies on the streets because they'd rather have a boy than a girl.
Wow.
So it's harsh. It's harsh.
Yeah, and unfortunately, not surprising, right? Right when it comes to religion, you know, and I'm a Christian, but you know, I make the choice based on the matriarch of my family. So and obviously, you know what I'm saying. So everybody, you know, is something different. And I understand that. I guess the issue is how vitriol religion get, right? So for something that's supposed to be so, you know, encompassing and loving, it always goes, you know what I'm saying? For majority, it goes violent.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the time, it goes violent. Like most wars start because of religion. It's all, you know, so it's just, you know, heartbreaking that it's not surprising, right? You know, when you hear it, you be like, dang, it's messed up. But, you know, if you look, you know, the last, last thousands of years, that's what's happening. And there's stories throughout that every single week.
Yeah, the Christian Crusades, where they were going through Africa, killing people. They were going to different villages saying, well, it made every family stand in front of their homes. They said, what do you believe in? I believe in Allah. Kill him. What do you believe in? I believe in, you know, ancient Egyptian God. Kill him. What you believe in? Jesus? I will let you live. So the Muslims have done it, the Christians have done it. Now we're hearing about the Buddhists doing it. And it's been going on from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just wow, man. It's terrible. Prayers up, positive energy to everybody affected by this, and everybody happens to, because this is more than just North Korea. But
Yeah.
you know, North Korea, goodness gracious, we gotta do something with them.
This is something that we found out about it. You know, like, you know, people actually report on it. It's happening on a regular basis, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. On a more lighthearted note, Jackie's old high school boyfriend, Al Pacino, is expecting a child with his 29-year-old boo thing.
Shout out to Scarface.
He is now 82. A part of me goes, okay, you know, cool, whatever. But another part of me goes, I don't think I date a 29-year-old, and I ain't 82. So when you're 82 and it like, I don't get it. I mean, if you like it, I love it. If you're happy, go do it. You got your money. You got the freedom to do whatever you want. But that's just
because I think men, it's mostly like, I want somebody to have my kids. I want somebody young that's going to be on here on this earth longer than me, that take care of my child. Her body is still nice and tight. Hey.
I don't even think it's about the baby. I think she probably wanted the baby so she can make sure she got a check coming. You just want that sweet little tender thing.
I mean, hey, it works both ways. We see.
Nice.
Hey,
but
man.
I be like 102 when the baby is 20. Well, when the child is 20, it's like, let's have these conversations now. Are they having these conversations as preparing for the child not to have another parent, to lose a parent? Are they having conversations about that? Because you might not make it to 90. Now you're not putting it out there, but you know, we don't know when we're gonna leave this earth. So having a child for a man,
that's what I'm saying. Like
make it to the birth. You 82.
Right. He 82. Yeah. He might not make it.
You've exceeded expectations already.
Right. So he doesn't want to be a father. It's not this old man's goal, I'm gonna have me a kid. He's not gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? 82, the child won't be here till he's probably 83. He's not gonna be here.
I mean, obviously he got his advice from Robert De Niro.
Facts. You know, little bosom buddies.
Tags even around there, 80 years old.
They definitely boys. Hey.
Al Pacino said, look, I'm trying to hit that. Whenever my Viagra come through, I'm gonna be able to hit it. I'll give you a baby and some money. She said, okay.
Hey.
The kickback is they type in it, they believe in it. They agree with me. Oh man, but him and what's the guy? Robert De Niro both doing it. Let that be Forrest Whitaker with Chloe Bailey or Haley Bailey.
Oh man,
everybody be up in arms.
Like Twitter go crazy.
Yeah, go crazy.
Everybody gonna be up in arms, but it's still gonna go on. They got
he must have been grooming her. He was grooming her. You know what they're gonna say?
Yeah.
So maybe Al Pacino and Robert De Niro are grooming too.
Let's say this: in high school, We always saw the girls that was with the older guys that would come and pick
And it
them
was
up.
never okay.
Cars,
It was
like
never okay. It was never okay. we
No,
saw a lot of things.
it was very common. Very
Oh yeah,
common.
oh yeah. So was racism.
Giving
and
Epstein vibes though.
definitely. That might be where, you know what? I'm not gonna speculate. But I think they being dumb in this because he's not gonna be there for the kid. But if she can raise it on her own and she has the money to do it, then they can be dumb. But there's some other people out here being dumb as well, and we definitely gotta address them.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Now I always thought Danny Lee was a victim with all this the baby stuff. It doesn't mean she's not. But I've always looked at her as a sympathetic figure, and I'm a very pretty woman and I'm very talented, and I always saw her in that light. And mistakes are made, especially this mistakes. I haven't done this. I've been pulled over before and it wasn't right. So I'm not even speaking to that portion of it. But to be double the limit and to have hit somebody and taken off, and they used a word that I wasn't familiar with, but it sounds like she dragged somebody. They said the mold.
About to ask you what's the details on that, because I read it twice and I was like, did she hit somebody and drag somebody?
I couldn't tell if they were saying like that was a person. Well, I think they call it the mope. I think the mope is usually like the suspect.
Nah, the moped. She hit somebody on a moped.
But
so she carried the moped,
yeah,
but not the person.
She dragged the moped. Yeah, they said she didn't even know she hit something.
Oh,
she probably was too drunk and didn't know she hit something.
That's not good.
Or you just didn't notice. I don't know what kind. Well, it is a moped, so I don't know how how you hit it, how late it was. So she probably just didn't notice that she hit something.
Okay, ubiquitous clandestine informers from the kickback world of kickbackers just said that the details are she dragged a man for about a mile.
Oh,
man was seriously injured.
But he was on a moped, right?
Well, I guess he dragged both of them.
Okay, yeah. So he probably ain't hand kick off.
Yeah. Danny, I would say, see, when Bruce Jenner did this, he had a sex change, became Kylie. We could become what's his name? Caitlyn Jenner, so that he could go to women's prison.
Right.
Danny, I don't know what you can do. You're already a woman.
At least he's alive. Serious, you know what I'm saying? Serious conditions, but nothing life threatening. Obviously, we just saw this 3-6 months ago with Henry Ruggs, the first round draft pick that got drunk, hit and run and killed a woman. So obviously this is it was extremely stupid to do, especially with the amount of resources you have, the amount of resources that's out here with Uber, Lyft, taxis, private drivers. But you have so many options for you to be that drunk. And they said the person in the vehicle with her was drunk. Was drunk as hell too. So basically, two dummies in the car together. So I'm like, nobody can say, hey, look, we just gonna get a.
Yeah, we're rich, famous celebrities. Even if you poor, if you're poor, maybe you can't afford it. But if you're a moderately middle class, average human, you should still maybe call Uber or Lyft.
Yes, definitely. Well, my heart goes out. Prayers will go out to her. We don't know what she's going through. But Danny Lee, come on now. You have a baby to take care of.
Yeah, and the man she injured and his family.
Exactly. So you gotta get it together. And I just hope, and I'm just gonna put this out to the left, I just hope that the baby doesn't try to, do anything behind this. Because they're not really, hopefully they're on good terms now. But
yeah, they should be all right now.
So I hope so. So I hope he is supporting her. I hope whatever she's going through, maybe it's just a night out on the town. I know it's in Miami, maybe she was just having fun. But if it's deep that, I just hope she gets help.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, cops gonna be out there. I don't know why you weren't playing that before. You know what I'm saying? Like Memorial Day weekend, they have every cop trying to make quotas and whatever. Like you couldn't, what I'm saying? Like it's just stupid.
Yeah. You can even,
it's not even common sense
at all. I got so much to say about that, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. But I do want to congratulate somebody who did something smart, who did do something right, who got out here and had a hell of a career, and somebody I'm very happy to cheer for and support and clap for. I'll tell you in a second who it is.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, you know. So
Marathon. If it's sports, that's how we started it. If it's sports, and that brings us to Carmelo Anthony, who has just announced his retirement. Yeah, but let me give my round of applause for Melo.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest small forwards in the history of basketball. When they said he wouldn't change his game and try to get rid of him, he altered his game, came back and played on a handful of playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greatest, most prolific scorers of his generation. He was right in that draft with LeBron James. A lot of people say he should have won Rookie of the Year over LeBron. Went to Syracuse, won a national championship with Kenyon Martin and DC's own DeMar Johnson. So he dominated in high school, won championships in college, won 4 gold medals in the Olympics. He never got that elusive NBA ring, but he did every damn thing else. Am I right, J. Lou? Did he do everything else?
Hey, man, a very successful career. Played, you know, the high school, you know what I'm saying? The high school days back at Oak Hill was crazy. Syracuse to, be the best player on, as a freshman and win a national championship. And that's when college basketball was legit. When, it wasn't, it wasn't that many one and dones. Like people were sitting, was actually there for a couple of years and built teams, able to kind of go to Syracuse and get them over the hump. First year was very, very successful career. Probably one of the most toughest covers offensively that anybody. One of the most skilled scores of anyone. And and obviously he gets a hit for the no championship. But look, it takes a lot to win a championship. It takes the right teammates to win a championship. So like when people say that, I'm like, look, there's a lot of players that got championships. It's not better than Carmelo. There's a lot of players they got championships. That's not better than Charles Barkley. It's like they certain players you just kill them just for not having a championship. Like look, Hall of Famer, and he's a unanimous Hall of Famer. That says you the best to ever do what you do. In a position in a sport that only accepts a couple hundred people a year, a year. So it's big, and it looked like his son legit. So he coaching his son up because his son Kion is legit though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's legit though. like he doing NBA moves at that level.
Mm-hmm. Carmelo's also a 5%, peace to the nation of gods and earths. And I tell you, if you ever watch like the Grammys and they get up on stage and they be like, I want to thank, God or my Lord and Savior, whatever. We never hear a 5%er get to say, I want to shout out to the gods and the earth or shout out to my people. We only hear when Jay-Z do it, maybe Erykah Badu, maybe Busta Rhymes or Carmelo Anthony. So that was always a reminder like, all right, Melo. So shout out to him for that. Jackie, I don't know if you too into basketball. What you know about Melo? Besides, he was married to Lala.
I mean, he was very prominent in the basketball scene. I used to watch him a lot. But I stopped watching basketball after Michael Jordan, when they used to fight. So
okay.
But I've been watching his son though. His son is really nice, like you said, J. Lou. His son is.
That's crazy. We're starting to see the second and third generation of kids. We're old enough now to see that. And Scottie Pippen's son is in the league. Glenn Rice's son, Gary Payton's son. LeBron James' son is going to be in the league in a couple of years. LeBron's son is going to be in the league in a couple of years. Yeah. It's crazy.
And they legitimately deserve it too. Like a lot of people, you do nepotism is prevalent in a lot of industries. But yeah, this is one where those kids, they legitimately deserve it. They put in the work. They are they are the top, athletes, and they deserve to get there. So it's a little bit, there's a lot of nepotism, and it's good to see they actually do the work.
Yeah. And some of the kids outshining their fathers. Kobe Bean Bryant was a better player than his father.
Yeah.
I used to watch Steph Curry's father all the time in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Steph was a better player than Dale. Klay Thompson was a better player than his father.
Yeah.
Like, we're starting to see that now, which is wild. I'm not going to sit on that too long, pause. But I do want to get back to one of the most infamous segments of the pod. Even though they try to sue us and we can't play the song all the way, it's still everybody's favorite. I switched it up a little bit this week again, and I wanted to know because I remember someone telling me this, and I was like, "Ooh, well, you would do that? Wow, okay." And it kind of threw me off, but see, I think we've all seen both sides of this, so I kind of want to see where y'all shake out at. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. Let's say you work 8 hours a week for someone else, you get $150,000 a year, and your days off is your days off, your benefits are what they are, but you're working for someone else, you could be replaced. Your vacation days have to be submitted, so forth and so on. So you're essentially a worker, but you're getting the money and you're getting your weekends off, but you're building up somebody else's business. So it's a trade-off. Or would you rather have to do 12, 13-hour days, get to $150,000, same salary, but it's your own business. It's your own baby.
Own business, hands down.
Tell me why.
Because I'd rather work for myself. I want to build up myself. I work for corporate. I work for other people. And once they're done with you, they're done with you. And you don't have anything to show for it but stress, no sleep. Own business, hands down. What about you, Jayla?
Obviously for me, it's my own business. But I understand it is not for everybody. Right. And I think, unfortunately, and I think we hinted at it earlier, like when people don't value work, like building a business is tough.
Yes.
Like it is super tough. Is other things, family life and other things that kind of pull from you. So obviously mine will be a business, but it would be a business where I can work that 12 to 13 hours so I can get those hours back later on in life.
Thanks.
Some people will work their own business for 12 to 13 hours, and then when that business is over, you don't know where you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you just, it was just work without any type of plan to build, you know what I'm saying, a long lasting future. So for me personally, it would be build their own business for that reason, where I'm building for myself. I understand that I'm working a lot, I'm working more now, but the goal is to work less later. So you got to have a plan for that. That's not for everybody. Having a job or a career is an honorable thing. So, we're not saying shit on jobs or shit on them, you know what I'm saying? Because, some people getting the thing where they doing. That's not what we're saying. It's just.
I take it every time I have my back against the wall, I went and got a job.
Exactly. It's a personal preference, and you understand the sacrifices you make for it. But yeah, for me, it'll be the career because I have a plan that if I can work that 12 to 13, 14, 15 hours, at a certain point I can stop completely, or I can I can look at it work or something, something I can pass down. But if I didn't have that, I would definitely get a good paying job at a career like I had with corporate, like I still do when I'm building my business, and I would invest. Because it's two ways to kind of make it long term. You can have that business that can make money for you later on, or you can use what you have to invest, so that investment can make you money later on. So it's an honor, but it's a preference. I would say business.
Yeah, and I say with me, from a kid, it was just beat into my head: be your own boss, be an entrepreneur, own your own business, don't work for nobody. Because fresh out of high school, I was selling my music and other things and working for myself. So it's what I fell into, it's what I knew. And then, like I said, if things got a little rough, CDs ain't selling, weed ain't selling, whatever ain't doing, I might have to give me a job and add to this. And I've had a few different entrepreneurial journeys, and whenever things got a little rough, I might add a part-time job to it or add a full-time job to it. I've never been ashamed of a job. But when I was young, I did talk trash. When I was young, I was like, I never work a job. But as I got older, I realized, a job can save your life.
It is an honor.
Some people be playing because you can be an entrepreneur and got a business that ain't bringing in no money. I'd rather have $100,000 a year job than be that person. You know what I'm saying? So there's pros and cons to everything. but just who I am as a human. How I wake up in the morning, what gets me going, it will be to have my own business and to work that. But yeah, again, just to reiterate, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a job. It's just not. But
you definitely a creative.
exactly. I'm exactly. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be Jay-Z. Nigga stole my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. Tell me.
Nah, Nelly really stole your life since you want to get shiny.
Ooh, that wasn't nice. That
Cut
wasn't
on my off.
not nice. You know, that's that's the harshest I can put it. That was just not.
You know what Jackie just said?
I'm not a nice person.
I'm not a nice person. Wow. But you know, that's real. Shout out to Ashanti, lady boo. But Janelle Monáe coming to Atlanta in October. I'll be there. I think that's my kind of crowd.
Oh, it's gonna be
that's my kind of crowd.
It's gonna be weird up in there.
That's my kind of crowd. The weirder the better. Oh man, but and hopefully I know she's gonna come here and everybody's gonna go to see her. That group, all the fellas, some of the straight ladies still gonna be curious. It's gonna be a box office success, just like this next young lady. Since J. Lou, you're the only one that saw it, you can tell us a little bit about
Please do, because I'm taking my daughter to know about how the movie was.
The Little Mermaid in our Netflix and Chill segment. Let me get the intro popping.
Netflix and Chill. What does that even mean?
I don't know where I find all these dumb little things.
I don't know what you find out.
We'll take it away, J. Lou.
I definitely recommend it. I think Halle did a great job of playing, you know, the Little Mermaid. Obviously, the plot is the plot, so you kind of know what you know what you're getting. But you know, obviously the singing, you know, was A1. Obviously, you know, we do certain things we do a little bit better than other people. But
everything.
So you know, it was great just to be out there and support. You know, be supportive of it. You know, because a lot of people don't. You know, I know a lot of people was kind of Dr. Umar had his special sayings and stuff, which is funny. But like I said, it was a good movie. I will recommend seeing it. You know, look, it is what it is. You know what you're getting. But I think it's worth support.
And how did that girl like it?
Oh, she loved it. She loves anything singing, musicals, stuff like that. So she loved it. We came back in here. We was playing the songs and stuff, and she was going to you know, singing the songs that she liked out of it. So you know, that was another 45 minutes that I had to deal with.
So I'm definitely taking it.
Yeah. How old is your daughter?
She's 9.
Okay. Oh yes. She'll love it there. She'll love. Oh, and it, you know what I did like? I probably was the only dad that was in there, but it was like a group of like 30 women who had like young daughters, nieces, things of that nature that was there. They was taking the pictures. The picture I took, that's why I took it, because they was all there. They was like, look, we'll take you. I'm like, all right, well, let me take a picture. She talking, putting the little costume on. I'm like, look, man, you know what, you can have it your way, whatever.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So y'all go support that movie. I'm gonna go. I don't know who I'm gonna go with. They don't feel like I can go to that movie by myself. Just a 50-year-old man in the theater
by yourself.
Yeah, they don't feel right. I'm gonna have to adopt a kid, or one of my homegirls go with. They go when they take their daughters or something. I'm like, Jack, I'm going with you. I'm going with y'all go.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell I do want to see it, and I want to get in my money. So yeah, I'm gonna give it another week for Power, because shouldn't we give it another week for Power, or nah?
Nah.
All right. Well, let's get straight to it. Spoiler alert! Braden, the real one, came back and said Tariq. The whole Drew and Diana turning on Tariq, that little intricate plot they had, it's going to backfire. When they're going to find out y'all set her up to get shot. And my only question is, who will have Tariq back? Because everybody's with Noma, and Noma's against Tariq now. All he got is Braden. I guess he got his mother.
He got Tommy.
Tommy said, I'm dead in New York. You think Tommy will come back and ride with him?
Tommy is just because he wants him to handle the stuff on his own. That's why he's saying it like that. But if he really needs him, Tommy will be there.
And Tommy got that whole family.
Yeah.
I guess he got Davis, the lawyer. I don't know how much he gonna do.
And then you got to come in and handle some shit and just leave out.
That's true too. Tommy come kill Noma and dip.
Right.
The Nigerian dude, he might wind up flipping because he the one that told Braden that they was trying to kill Tariq.
Yeah, Tariq got him in his pocket.
And if he brought his family over, what is his family like? Some Nigerian gangsters.
Never know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And the rumor is Michael Ealy is on next season.
Really?
So what character is he gonna play?
That's-
So I'm supposed to be auditioning. I got to see if I'm gonna do it or not. You know, I'm so busy. I don't want to spread myself too thin. Or Davis ain't doing nothing without the dough.
Yeah.
That's true. Have y'all seen The Mother, J-Lo's new movie on Netflix?
I did.
I saw it. I liked it. It didn't blow me away, but it was good enough to watch.
Again, but I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a decent suspense thriller, I guess, action pack, whatever you want to call it. Maybe not suspense thriller, maybe action pack, action drama.
It reminded me of when she was in the old movie. Enough? Was it Enough?
Yeah, and that was a remake of Sleeping with the Enemy, Julia Roberts movie.
That too.
Now Julia Roberts one was fire. I love that joint. But what else? What else have I watched? That's pretty much it. Y'all heard Glorilla new song?
I did.
I like it, but you know, you always gonna get me with the ratchet stuff. So shout out Glorilla, shout out Big Glow.
He said Big Glow.
Big Glow. Said come and lick something. I said, oh, okay, all right. And then Juicy J did the beat. Like, oh, this is a hit.
Yeah.
So is it an Act Bad summer? Is that how y'all feeling?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
J. Lou?
Yeah.
Act Bad summer. That's what Diddy, Fabulous, and the City Girls say.
Yeah.
It's an Act Bad summer. So
that song is gonna be running through the whole summer.
I believe it.
We're
I
gonna
believe
start
it.
acting bad by September, October.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stop because it don't get cold here till November, December. So it's gonna be Act Bad the year. Yeah. All right, man. Oh, you know what? I never do this anymore. I'm gonna do it now. This is our little NBA sports music, and I ain't played this in forever.
Who you got? Who you got?
Man, I got the Nuggets in 6, but I tell you what, I done bet against Jimmy Butler and the Heat every series, and I've been wrong every series. So I expect to be wrong. So maybe it's really going 7. I don't know. I don't know what to think, man. I don't know how they keep doing it, but obviously they're better than I think. They're just better. So,
see, I have no clue. Like I think the Nuggets are the superior team, but I thought the Celtics was the superior team.
mm-hmm.
I have no clue. I think I want Miami to win. But I think Nuggets is a better team. So I have no clue. I wouldn't bet on it just because, you know.
I don't have the Heat laying the egg. I think they're gonna battle no matter what. I can see a world where the Nuggets do lay an egg. The Nuggets have laid an egg in every playoff series, not series, but every playoff year. Every year they made the playoffs, they had one series where they just stunk it up unexplainably.
But now they was in Jamal Murray. This is his only time that he's actually played throughout the. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, remember in the bubble he stunk it up against the Lakers. The year before that, they stunk it up against the Jazz, I believe.
Yeah.
And then last year, Jamal Murray wasn't there.
Yeah.
But the last 3 years he was there, well, the 3 years that he was there, they stunk it up. Well, they was a starter, I'll say. In the last round, whatever round they got eliminated in, they laid a stinker. See, and the last year don't really count.
Yeah, I can see the Nuggets sweeping them or winning it in 5 or 6. I can't see the Heat sweeping them or sweeping the Nuggets or beating them in 5. Like, because the Heat, they struggle to score points.
Yeah. I'm picking the Nuggets. And
picking it?
But I ain't saying that with no basis. I'm saying that with all trouble. I'm saying that with all settled in my chest.
Picking the Nuggets, but I
pick the Nuggets.
Jimmy to I do want Jimmy to win one. And I think Spo's probably, I think this will put Spo in a top tier coaching of all time. But
Yeah,
I think the Nuggets are the superior, better team.
they're supposed to be.
Yeah, we'll see if Bam. I'm high on Bam, so if Bam can, show the world he a legit number 2, then maybe.
And they say Hero's supposed to be back.
Yeah, probably maybe game 3 or game 4 with some. And that'll definitely help them scoring wise. So they struggle scoring.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Every time I bet against them, they just win. I can't explain it. It's like when you can't explain it, you can't really. You do. You just got to go.
Yeah.
Jackie, what you think? I'm going with whatever you say.
You can't go with what I say because I don't watch basketball.
Oh,
What I say.
All right, Nuggets in 7, man. Nuggets in 7. I give him one more game just because he's Jimmy. Jimmy and Spo can get 3 wins. So Nuggets in 7. Jokic proves that he's the best player in the league. He has 2 finals. He has 2 MVPs. This will be a Finals MVP, and he's not even in year 10 yet. He proves that he's better than Patrick Ewing and all them other mid-tier centers. I guess I don't know, man. But
I can see it.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. All right, who's the best player to never win a title? Barkley, Harden, Malone,
Damn.
Jokic, Luka.
Yeah, I don't think you could put. I don't think you could do. I don't think you could add Jokic and Luka yet.
Too soon.
Yeah, like maybe the retired guys because they don't have a shot to do it.
I'm gonna go with Barkley, man. I think Barkley is getting crushed he didn't win a ring, so they just crushed him down till he was nothing. He was the best power forward I ever saw before Tim Duncan.
Okay. I would agree with that. I would agree. I think it's Barkley.
Okay.
Hang on, my heart want to say. Yeah, that's my heart.
I know.
If I'm being honest, that's wrong. Yeah, I go Barkley.
Yeah, you should be like Nina. She'd be like Patrick Ewing. Like Patrick Ewing. Where did he come from?
Yeah.
Old school Knicks fan.
See, Val said AI too. See, she was. That's your heart.
And she the one that'll say Patrick Ewing too. She really want to say Patrick Ewing, but she went with AI thinking that's a safe bet. We hip. Before we get up out of here, we never do this at the end of the episodes. I notice everybody else does this. So, Zay Lou, where can they find you on social media? What do you got going on next week?
I know. Where they can find me at JWL Agency, JLou 8509, JWLagency.com. Any insurance needs, hit me up. Questions, whatever you got, let me know.
Oh, Jackie.
Building. Okay, get people _Jack. That's on everything. You can also download my fitness app. It's on Android or Google Play and Apple Store. And we get these bodies together. So hit me up.
That's right. I did 2 sit-ups today. In my arms. Spinning my arms though. All right. I'm everywhere at No Breaks New. And when I got on, at No Breaks New, when I put my glasses on, I'm now the life insurance guy. So you can look me up on Instagram at Nile, Nile, the life insurance guy. For if you're looking for a job or you're looking for life insurance, holler at me. And when I take these off, I'm No Breaks New, No Breaks in you, everywhere. And let me put them back on so I can see what I'm saying. And Jesse J up in here. Everyone, thank y'all for tuning in for another great week. If you came in late, hit rewind and listen to it again. Give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Audible, Pandora. We everywhere. iHeart, everywhere except Facebook. Yes, if you want to watch the video, you got to go to YouTube. You want to watch us live? It's Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And the audio is out every Thursday morning at 5 a.m. It can be the first thing you do after morning sex. Holla at us. Uno. We out.
Y'all.
No breaks.